there definitely needs to be a special counsel appointed to look into the Biden family business.
Welcome to the Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering this week and where the story's going next. I'm Sarah Bedford, and I'm here with commentary editor Conn Carroll. And Conn, this week the Washington Examiner reported that a Ukrainian energy executive who employed Hunter Biden at the time Joe Biden was vice president has allegedly audio recordings that show he bribed then Vice President Biden to get a policy outcome. And this is just the latest in a series of data points about the Biden family. Do you think we're nearing some sort of tipping point that would sort of cause the political calculus on this investigation to change?
So are you asking me, is the Justice Department, is the Biden administration going to do anything about this? The answer is no.
Got it.
Now that's different than should there be. And I think especially in light of the recent Trump indictment, which I think is a needed indictment. But in light of that indictment, there definitely needs to be a special counsel appointed to look into the Biden family business. We know from not just the new 17 tapes that have been alleged, but we know from another House investigation that at least $10 million was funneled into the Biden family through shell corporations, through shady companies, through unorthodox banking transactions, and that all this was done when Biden was vice president and had purview over countries from China to Ukraine. So you have all this foreign money coming in to Biden family individuals who aren't providing any real services to these foreign entities. There needs to be investigation to why that money was paid. And obviously you can't have a DOJ official doing it. There has to be a special counsel appointed to do that.
The Biden administration has sort of pointed to the fact that this U.S. attorney in Delaware is overseeing the investigation and therefore it's independent. But what have we sort of learned about the status of that investigation over the past few weeks?
Well, I mean, there is our investigation into Hunter on his tax implications and also gun charges. But, you know, there is no special counsel devoted specifically to the Biden family overall and what their financial transactions have been with foreign entities while Joe Biden has been both a vice president and president.
Is the Biden White House's approach to this sustainable? Politically, you know, they've sort of not even bothered to deny the charges. They've just totally avoided talking about it, totally avoided talking about Hunter Biden. Will there come a time when they sort of have to more directly address this, even if it is just a denial?
No.
No?
No.
Wow, easy questions today.
They're going to go straight through. They're going to just ignore it. And, you know, they think they can shout MAGA Republicans and run against Trump, and they beat him in 2020. They think beat him in 2024.
And shifting gears, finally, in California, Governor Gavin Newsom is proposing a constitutional amendment related to gun control. What do you see as problematic in that proposal?
Well, there are a number of things that are problematic, beginning with the fact that he actually has no text for this amendment. He has 4 principles, which are kind of vague, but the problem then gets into once you put these vague principles into actual real text of law. And you kind of have two choices you can do. You can make this new amendment completely ineffectual, or you can just completely gut the Second Amendment and take away everyone's right to own a gun. So, for example, when you look at, he calls for universal background checks. Now, already any commercial transaction already has a background checks. When Democrats like Newsom talk about universal background checks, what they're talking about is, like if you were or if you were to sell me a gun or I sell you a gun, they want a transaction on that. But there are some states that already have that, but compliance with that is so low. It's like 3 or 4%. So, 95% of all transactions aren't being recorded. The only way to make that law effective is if you created a gun registry to go with it. And Democrats have always wanted that. So the only way any of the stuff in Newsom's amendment would any way be effective would be if they went ahead and created a registry and started taking away the normal guns of every single American.
Well, Conn, thank you so much for being here
Absolutely.
today. You can get more writing from Conn and the rest of the commentary team at washingtonexaminer.com.